My mom's boyfriend stomped my camera into the kitchen tile, so I called 911 in front of him, and when I mentioned what he keeps in our garage, he offered me $5 grand to hang up. I'm 17, honor roll, and I've worked the espresso machine at a cafe every weekend since I was 15. I pay for my own phone, my own clothes, and every piece of my camera setup. 2 years of steamed milk and saved tips, about $2,400 of gear. Photography isn't a hobby for me. My portfolio is how I'm getting into art school, and half my drive is pictures of my grandma from her last good year. Life was manageable until mom's boyfriend Rick moved in last winter. Rick doesn't work, but Rick always has cash, thick folds of it, held with a rubber band. He runs a resale business, which apparently happens entirely inside our detached garage. Mom sat me down in March and made one rule: never open the garage. It's Rick's inventory, don't ask questions, so I didn't. Staying invisible didn't save me. Rick started inventing rules. When I could use the kitchen, how long my showers ran, no friends over because he needs quiet for business. Then his laundry landed on top of mine, then his dishes. When I pushed back, Mom sighed like I was the exhausting one. He's trying to be a parent. Stop making this hard. Once I caught him in my room, going through my desk. He leaned in close and said, "Nothing in this house is actually yours." Mom heard every word and made me apologize to him. Small things started vanishing around then too. A lens I ordered got lost in shipping, even though the tracking swore it was delivered. And twice from my window, I watched Rick unload truckloads of boxes into the garage at 2 in the morning. Retail seals, shipping labels, names that weren't ours. Last month, Rick strolled into the living room while I was editing photos and said he needed to borrow my camera for a few days. A client thing. Rick had already borrowed $60, my power bank, and my old phone. None of it ever came back, so I said no. His whole face changed. When I asked for something in this house, the answer is yes. I held my ground, closed my laptop, and went to my room. I thought that was the end of it. 10 minutes later, my door banged open. Rick grabbed my camera bag off the desk, marched to the kitchen, and dumped everything onto the tile. Then he brought his boot down. The lens went first, then the body. That awful crunch of 2 years of weekends. When I tried to pull the bag away, he shoved me into the counter. Maybe now you'll learn some respect. Mom came running, saw my gear in pieces, saw the fresh bruise blooming on my arm. Then she turned to me. "What did you do to set him off?" Something in me went very calm. I picked my phone off the floor and dialed 911 with both of them watching. "What's your emergency?" I gave our address and kept my voice level. "A man in my house just destroyed about $2,400 of my property and shoved me." Also, I looked straight at Rick. Our garage is full of packages with other people's names on them. Dozens. You should see it. Rick's face went gray. He lunged for the phone and I locked myself in the bathroom while he begged through the door. "Hang up and I'll replace it all. I'll give you $5,000. Please, kid." The police were there in 8 minutes. They photographed my smashed gear, the tile, my arm. When an officer asked about the garage, Mom stepped in front of the side door and said there was nothing in there. She shouldn't have bothered. A stack of packages was sitting in plain view through the window, and half our neighborhood had filed porch theft reports that spring. Inside were floor-to-ceiling shelves, electronics, sneakers, designer boxes, sorted by street name. An officer read one label out loud and said, "This address reported this exact item in April." They cuffed Rick for the destruction and the shove first. The garage turned it into something much bigger. Then an officer asked Mom the question, "Did you know?" "I had no idea," she said. "I was tired of protecting people who never protected me." "She told me in March never to open the garage," I said. "She called it his inventory." Mom's story fell apart in about 4 questions. She'd been posting brand new sealed listings online for months. They walked her out too. As they cleared the shelves, an officer handed me a small box with my name on it, the lost lens. It had never even left the property. From the police car, Mom screamed that I'd ruined this family over a camera. I held my lens and let the door close.